cross another conquest. And then you have Megara, which I think the line goes through Megara, where Sinai was. But there was also another mountain too. You could look at that later. But there was also another mountain near there. And actually, they went to that other mountain too when they rebelled in Sinai. I think that's probably seems like a logical thing because they looked for an alternative high place to worship. Anyway, the line goes on through, and then you have also the place of the flood as well too, where Pharaoh's armies were drowned in the flood. And I think the Exodus around in the 15th century seems much more logical, you know. But there's been a lot of debate whether the Exodus took place in the 13th century BC or the 15th century BC, and I tend to agree with the 15th century time as well. But it all fits into a wonderful thing, a wonderful paradigm. And the paradigm is like, yeah, again, because it's a paradigm in and of itself, it's very, very very accurate. And even the dimensions, here's a good question, okay? Now, you know, okay, in a systematic sense, okay. Now, it's simply done mathematically. Well, you have a theory on the dimensions of the ark. Okay, well, why not figure it out mathematically and figure out how it was that the thing was built? You know what I mean? And then you could get it will help to get a lot of various different primes, as they might want to call them. But there's a lot of different avenues that way. But the thing is that a lot of theory can only be predictive. It can only be incorporated with essence because it's not legitimate theory. You know? I mean, it's like calling Darwinism a paradigm. There's nothing paradigmatic about Darwinism, I've always felt, because it doesn't have any general understanding. You have one Darwinist will tell you one thing and draw a conclusion biologically, and another one will draw a conclusion differently. But you know, the two sides, the side of intelligent design, right, and evolution Darwinism, okay, both sides cannot come to the table with workable units, with workable mathematical units. So where's your analogous units? Where are your monologous units? Where are your monologous units? Never mind the modes, because you'll never figure them out. The spans between the years, well, you don't know the years in the first place, yeah. But
so what you're wanting to do is provide those solutions.
Well, you know, in the end, for example, okay, in the end, confirmation of a lot of years. You know, I got it was a lot of it was doing the math from the ark. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's where it helped me to get like I think a lot of the years for the. It seemed to be saying mentioning a lot of the years for the flood, which I would say was in the 25th century BC as well.
What was your?
But these years all agree with a lot of researchers. I mean, your scientific community will agree with the years. You know, certainly we agree with the chronology.
Off subject.
I don't think the scientific community would have a problem with the chronology. They would see the Exodus in the 15th century much more clearly. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Off subject. What was your first rock concert that you ever been to?
Oh my goodness! I saw Eddie Fisher back in the day.
That was your first show?
Yeah, Eddie Fisher. And Elvis. It was a vaudeville show, and my parents would have loved it. You know.
What was your favorite? Just another off the topic question. What was your favorite?
I almost got his autograph too on an old record. And a friend of mine thought I was goofing off. He grabbed the record, Eddie Fisher's autograph, on one of his old records. He looked at the record and said, oh my goodness, he knew that thing was, it was my friend's mother's record.